Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs. Them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. The expressway is wide open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Still looking on the move. Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the incompletion brings up a second down. The run from the shotgun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Using his legs, it's Freeman. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. Set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Flushed out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run. Against these guys.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's Freeman. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Skips away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. The Longhorns have moved it inside the 20. The give to the back. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking again to throw. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He's going to let it go. Wide open, he makes the catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll keep it himself. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Throw, it's Moss. He uncorks one deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. The tag. Touchdown, Irish. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the... Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And it's caught inside the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. He's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. The Irish send out the punt unit.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Texas offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, and settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Oh, he missed it. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start. Points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. It's complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the...
And he's got it inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On the move, it's Freeman. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. The Irish send out the punt unit.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
Set to kick this one.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Escapes the... But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. They'll run it from the gun. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the op.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended.
Number 4 in the end zone.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arizona dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And now on second down for this offense. To throw, it's Moss. Trying to get to him. Got his man quickly. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Texas! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 26 with the defensive score.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
51, Notre Dame, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my... So I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Quarterback now breaking the field. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. First down here for the offense. Fires the pass, intercepted. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Now on the counter. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
Second down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Moss. Makes his connection. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no.
Was completed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The give as they work on that clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The Longhorns get the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurdling his...